Now at 9, an update on Trump's assassination attempt from September of 2024. We have the details.
Also, the Washington Post announces layoffs today over a Zoom call. Hear what this means for the company.
Plus, investigators in Paris performed a raid on Elon Musk's office. Find out why this is happening.
And Ball State students face the stress of scheduling for classes. Learn how you can stay educated when signing up for the fall.
I'm tracking warmer temperatures for the end of this week. NewsLink starts now.
Local news about local people, live from Ball State Unified Media. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Mira Bloomer.
And I'm Max Robson.
The man who attempted to assassinate then presidential candidate Donald Trump at his golf course in 2024 has officially received his sentence. Ryan Ruth was sentenced to life in prison today in Florida. Ruth was found guilty last year of trying to kill Trump in West Palm Beach in 2024. Prosecutors had pushed for him to get a life sentence. Ruth has an attorney now, but represented himself during his trial. It is believed that Ruth never had a clear line of sight onto Trump while at his golf course, but they later covered a semi-automatic rifle where Ruth was hiding.
The Washington Post is going through with mass layoffs. Employees were told today to stay home and join a Zoom call where leadership announced what it called significant action across the company. Sources say that includes shutting down almost the entire sports section and canceling the Daily Post Reports podcast. The paper's Metro desk is also being restructured, and there are plans to shrink the paper's international coverage. Widespread layoffs have been expected for weeks, especially after leaders decided not to send reporters to the Winter Olympics, but later changed course.
The Paris prosecutor's office says it has raided the French headquarters of the social media platform X. It says it's widening its investigation into alleged algorithm abuse to include X's AI chatbot, Grok. That's after allegations Grok produced sexualized deepfakes. The Paris prosecutor says X chairman Elon Musk is among those summoned to hearings in April. X says it removes illegal content, but a source with knowledge of the matter has questioned Musk's commitment to Grok guardrails. X did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
Every student has to schedule classes for next semester, and it can be very stressful. NewsLink Indiana's Riley Schaefer has a story on how to make this a little easier for students and advisors.
Students often feel pressure when the time to register for classes comes around each semester.
So I was like, okay, so mind you, everyone has their time slots. So I'm like, if I wait forever, this class is gonna be another option that I could take is going to be full. Next thing is going to be full. So I was just like, okay, I guess I'll just wait.
Many others at Ball State experience this issue, but for some, it's more detrimental than others. Students on government-funded aid are often only granted 4 years of funds, and after that, it runs out. This means not getting into one class can cost some students their financial aid.
And I don't really know how I'm going to approach that come my senior year because, I do have bills to pay and I have books to pay, groceries, and a multitude of things that Chapter 35 supports, but since I won't get it my senior year, I don't really know what I'm going to do.
For students, being your own advocate is the first step to getting through these kinds of issues.
There is an issue, it's elevate it. Don't just let the issue die. And
if you are struggling with any of these problems, Ball State offers financial aid workshops and mental health services. In Muncie, Riley Schaefer, NewsLink Indiana.
Visit the My Ball State app or website for links to workshops and further help.
The Trump administration is expected to soon launch a new prescription drug online platform. The website will be named Trump RX. The new prescription site will allow patients to buy certain medicines at a discounted price directly from drug makers. It's unclear if the direct-to-consumer purchase will be lower for those who forego the insurance route and pay cash. President Donald Trump has been pushing for lower health costs. Trump says he has landed deals with nearly 20 pharmaceutical companies to list certain products on the Trump RX portal. The website is expected to officially debut tomorrow.
2 student athletes are doing what they can to make their mark in their community. NewsLink Indiana's Cameron No went to find out how they help and why.
The saying, "It takes a village," is one that has been used for generations. The meaning of it is different for everyone, but in Muncie, it's supporting others in times of need. And for 2 college students, it's not only a job, but a way to do just that.
Obviously, the world is what it is. So knowing that we have the platform of being Division I athletes, we have a little more publicity than the average person might have. We want to put that to a greater cause, and this is kind of something that we thought that would be able to not only help us as people, but also help out other people.
Full-time student athletes Cole Stumbaugh and Carson Holmer with Ball State University volunteer their time and offer various services to the Muncie community. They started posting on Facebook to get the word out, turning the job into something more.
I love helping them, just connecting them and seeing what their story is. Really inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing and just working hard every day.
One special relationship they have built is with a local veteran.
It's just sad, saying that, obviously he wants to be able to do those things. He relies on us to be able to do, and he's called us back multiple times to come help him again. So it's kind of like those relationships that we're able to build.
It isn't just about making money for them, it's about leaving their mark any way they can. And although the community impact can be seen, Stumbaugh feels its impact just as much.
Just building myself as a hard worker and just really discovering what other people go through. Just being able to help them is just very heartwarming, and if someone's struggling, it's even better for me.
Stumbaugh plans to continue the legacy after Holmer graduates to support and help those in need. They are open to services in Delaware County and bordering counties. In Muncie, Cameron No, NewsLink, Indiana.
If you or anyone you know is in need of a service, you can contact Cole Stumbaugh on Facebook or his number, 815-250-7553. And Mira, I just have to say, it's an amazing thing seeing these student athletes that really don't have much time on their hands still finding a way to be able to go out and help their community.
Yeah, I know I'm not an athlete, so I can't say I know what they go through, but I know that their schedules are packed. So it's super cool to see them take that time and really find a meaning for it, for sure.
Most definitely, because even as a normal student, I feel like I don't have the time to be doing all that.
Yep, absolutely. Well, let's take it to weather. What do you have for us, Dillinger?
I have some cold temperatures. So here in Indiana, we can see most of the temperatures are ranging in the high teens and low 20s. Up here, South Bend, Lafayette, 23 degrees. Down here in Indianapolis and Muncie, 18 degrees. Down here in the south, it's a little bit cooler with Cincinnati being 15 and Terre Haute, 21 degrees. As for the temperature changes over the next 24 hours, we're not going to see any huge differences, especially in central Indiana. Indianapolis specifically is only going to change around 6 degrees, with Fort Wayne up here being a difference of 13. Shelbyville down here, 9-degree difference. Bloomington, 14-degree difference. And finally, as for a little what we're tracking, we are going to be seeing chilly temperatures tonight, as well as Friday snow and an end of the week warm up in temperature. So be ready for the warm for the warm temperatures. I'm tracking all of these in my full forecast later.
Thank you, Dillinger. On the topic of weather, officials say a man is alive after his attempt at a selfie left him trapped in an icy pond. The Indianapolis Fire Department says he ventured across its surface to get near a fountain with colorful lights. It says the 35-year-old fell in, but was able to grab onto ice to stay afloat. The department says the man's cell phone was critical in the end, but not for a photo. Officials say he used it to call 911. Ball State University just sent a warning to students who may attempt doing the same thing. This also follows students attempting to go on the ice themselves.
Officials tell students that if they see someone fall into the ice, do not run into the ice after them. Instead, please call University Police or 911. Reach the person in the ice with a long object, throw a floatable item, and keep your weight low and crawl or slide. And tell the person to breathe slowly and kick when getting out.
Coming up, Pizza Hut announces the closure of multiple locations. Find out what this means for the company.
And Super Bowl snack prices continue to rise. Learn more after the break.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She carried 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Welcome back. Pizza Hut is closing hundreds of locations across the U.S. due to declining sales. In an earnings call today, the parent company Yum Brands said it's closing 250 Pizza Huts that have been underperforming. That amounts to about 3% of the chain's locations nationwide. Pizza Hut has struggled lately, especially against its biggest rival, Domino's. Yum Brands said in November it was considering various options for the chain, including a possible sale. The 250 store closures will happen in the first half of this year. Specific locations haven't yet been announced.
The big game means big business, and consumers watching the home are expected to spend a little more on their snacks this weekend. Karen Kefa is in Washington with a look at what's up and what's down at the supermarket ahead of this Sunday.
Football fans hosting family and friends for Sunday's big game will pay a little bit more overall for snacks than last year. The Wells Fargo Agri-Food Institute crunched the numbers on a spread for a party of 10. They found it will cost about $140, up 1.6% from 2025. Wells Fargo Food and Agriculture Chief Economist Michael Swanson says some fan favorites are trending lower.
Chicken wings got less expensive thanks to more supply. Avocados are down about 2.5% as well. Nachos are down, the chips are down.
Some proteins, Swanson says, have pushed higher, like shrimp.
We import most of the shrimp that we eat from a bunch of countries like India, Vietnam, Thailand, and it was kind of really low pricing last year, so it's bounced back. So up about 8% from a year ago.
And Stu Leonard Jr., president and CEO of the Stu Leonard supermarket chain, says sliders may be the best option for burgers because beef prices are still elevated.
Beef market is still a little bit high. It's a little tense out in the market, but that's a supply and demand issue.
Wells Fargo also found some fresh vegetables trending higher. Cherry tomatoes, celery, and cauliflower up between 2% and 4%. But there's better news for cheese lovers.
You can't have a Super Bowl party without a big cheese platter right here, okay?
Dairy prices have been falling, Leonard says, lowering the cost of that cheese platter. In Washington, I'm Karen Kefa.
And I'm tracking Friday flurries after the break.
After his wife passed, my neighbor Larry started drinking a lot. He was in distress and acting out. He had guns around, and I didn't want anything bad to happen. I pressed pause. Our local authorities filed a firearm restraining order to temporarily remove the guns. It gave Larry the time he needed to get help. It wasn't easy, but we got through it together. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Be right there. Wait.
Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our Cooper Science camera, we can see that it's a pretty nice evening on campus tonight. We got full coverage over clouds, and we can see that it is still pretty illuminated. This is mostly due to the leftover snow from the previous winter storm. Basically, all of the lights around reflect off the snow, and that helps to light up the evening. For our current conditions, we're looking at temperatures of 18 degrees. We have visibility of 10 miles, so there's no obstructions or anything. And we have a light wind coming from the north-northeast of 8 miles per hour. Taking a look at our temperatures of the surrounding areas, Muncie, farmland, 18 degrees. Up here in Hartford City as well. Marion, just a little bit cooler at 13 degrees. Richmond down here, 14 degrees. And Portland, 11 degrees. Taking a look at the rest of Indiana, Indianapolis, just like Muncie, 18 degrees. Lafayette, just a little bit warmer, 23 degrees. Up here in Fort Wayne, a little chillier, 12 degrees. And down here, Bloomington, 14 degrees. So overall, just a pretty chilly night, high teens, low 20s. For these next 12 hours, temperatures are going to slowly decrease throughout the night, no gradual slope, and eventually we're going to bottom out at 12 degrees. Tonight, it's going to be chilly. We'll have a light breeze of 5 miles per hour coming from the north, and those clouds, they are here to stay. For tomorrow, early morning, 8 a.m., 12 degrees with little winds. Bring a jacket, coat, earmuffs, anything you need for early morning class. Noon, we're going to see temperatures start to rise. We're going to reach 21 degrees. And at 5 p.m., we're going to hit our high of 24 degrees. Starting around noon, the winds are going to pick up. However, they're only going to reach around 10 miles per hour. Looking at our radar, we can see all of these clouds. They are moving in, and they are here to stay. And then Thursday, 1 p.m., we're actually going to be seeing a little bit of flurries moving in. However, these are short-lived. They'll start to clear out. The clouds remain. And eventually, Friday, throughout the evening, clouds the entire night. However, early Friday morning, this is when the snow is going to start moving in. This is only going to be around for about an hour or two before it eventually moves out. And also, great news, we are looking at above average temperatures for these next 6 to 10 days. West Coast, East Coast, not so fortunate, but here in Indiana, you can expect those warmer temperatures starting to appear. And finally, over these next 7 days, temperatures are going to remain in the high 20s and low 30s. Friday, the warmest at 36 degrees, but that is, of course, accompanied with the snow. And then as we finish the weekend, temperatures start to drop, and the start of next week, temperatures will begin to rise.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's been getting really warmer throughout the day and then very
It's
cold,
very bipolar.
very cold at night and then it gets slick. Yeah.
Oh,
my gosh, yeah, be
it's
careful.
beginning very slick. I've slipped and fell a few too many times for me to be proud of, but you know, that's because I decided to run in the snow, and that's my fault.
Part of living in Indiana.
It gets
right?
dangerous. Like just wear your snow boots, anything to keep. Step heavy foot. Boom. You won't slip at all.
Thank you
my
so
best
much.
advice.
Thank you. There's lots more to get to on NewsLink Indiana. Caleb Murphy has a preview of sports.
Thanks, Max and Mira. One Ball State athlete has played himself into the national spotlight, and a look at how esports are being altered and on an international scale. All this and more next in sports.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love, your mind.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Make moves, set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up, stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things. This is pre-tirement.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depressing stuff.
You alright? It just feels like it's coming from everywhere. Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Caleb Murphy with sports. One Ball State athlete has been named as a potential Player of the Year. Men's volleyball senior Patrick Rogers is one of 15 names on the AVCA Player of the Year watch list. Rogers is the only Cardinal on the watch list and currently sits at second in the MIVA in kills. The outside hitter has also played for the U23 national volleyball team, where in his last match with the team, he notched 7 kills and 1 block. This is the inaugural year of a watch list for the award, and the winner will be announced at the end of the season. Keeping things on the court, the men's volleyball team keeps adding individual awards. Ball State setter Lucas Machado has been named MIVA Defensive Player of the Week. Machado, who is from Brazil, has been a big contributor to the team's success this season. He came into the season 13th in school history in assists, which he has added 305 more to his total this season. The team is currently on a 5-game winning streak, with the last 4 games being 3-0 sweeps. Those sweeps came against Maryville, Charleston, Maryland Eastern Shore, and George Mason. The Cards are currently ranked 9th in the AVCA rankings, and they look to keep climbing. Lucas and the rest of the team are back in action tomorrow as they host Queens at 7 p.m. Switching things from physical to virtual, international talent is taking over esports. NewsLink Indiana's Max Wheeley has the report.
Since the creation of the very successful Ball State eSport program in 2020, the number of international players on the different teams hasn't stopped increasing.
It's becoming a lot more popular. Our school has about 7 international students, or different countries represented. Other schools that we play against, it's definitely really popular. We play against schools that have whole international teams or rosters.
The process to get international players to play for Ball State could be an addition in the staff workload, but the results show that it might be the winning strategy. As profitable as it looks for the schools, it also brings a lot of upsides for the athletes.
The resources, just like computers, screens, desks, or anything, are like way better here in the US. At this level, I don't think we would have anything like similar to this in Europe.
Facilities and the chance to study in the USA are the main arguments for the players as well as for the coaches to join the program. Some choose to leave their professional teams and turn their way of working upside down to get this opportunity.
In Europe, I would be coaching professional teams, teams where players had their full day dedicated to League of Legends. They would play solo queue all day, be practicing all day as well. So one of the differences could be that I have to manage players who have academic duties and who do not have the same amount of time.
Your chance to watch the different eSport teams play is on the Cardinal eSport Discord, Twitch, and YouTube channel. In Muncie, Max Wheeley, NewsLink Indiana.
And I don't know about you guys, but I'm so jealous of those volleyball players. Like, I really wish I was that talented at any sport.
Oh my God, seeing it, anytime I watch men's volleyball, I'm like, my jaw is on the floor. That ball, the way they can oh my God, it's wild to me. It's wild.
Most definitely. Even in intramural, I play against some of the club volleyball guys that aren't even on any division team, and those, like, when I go up to try to block a ball, I just close my eyes and hope.
Yes.
Like, it's scary.
Yeah, I'm
It
definitely
really is.
excited to see some of the players this year for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I remember playing in high school, and I went to go set, and I got blocked. It was just awful.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you so much.
Coming up, learn how zoo animals are staying warm in the freezing conditions.
And we have a final look at your weather. Stay with us.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me in ways that I never knew that I could be broken. And I contemplated suicide. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe. Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over. Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. When Rihanna posts, you listen. And McDonald's did just that with a new Valentine's menu item. We'll have you breaking dishes for some chicken nuggets. The Golden Arches are offering a kit that contains an ounce of caviar. It's meant to pair with, what else? Chicken nuggets. And the best part, it's free. Starting next Tuesday at 11 a.m., you can order yours at McNuggetCaviar.com. It's not clear how many kits are available, but at that price, you can bet it's not many. And the combo isn't the brainchild of some twisted marketer. Pairing caviar with McNuggets became a bit of a thing on social media. Even singer Rihanna posted about it.
Richmond Metro Zoo workers in Virginia are taking extra precautions to keep their animals safe during recent ice storms. These giraffes have taken up residence inside, kept warm by massive heaters. Zoo staff also stocked up on backup generators and extra bedding to help fight the freeze. Animals that normally spend time outdoors had to be moved inside. Some babies at the zoo are being cared for by human caretakers to make sure they stay healthy and warm. Certain species are more than happy to frolic in the frigid temperatures. The wolves, snow leopards, and bison seem to feel right at home in the freeze. The zoo is still closed to the public due to icy pathways, and they're hoping to reopen soon. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely love to be a giraffe. I know they have to have huge heaters to keep them warm.
And you know for a fact, in their little homes, they're listening to Rihanna.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Dillinger, what do you have for us?
The rest of this week, again, it's going to be a little chilly. However, again, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to see increases in temperature. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they're just going to be our last little bits of cold before we see the sun. And Saturday, again, that's going to be our coldest day, 21 degrees with an 11 low. However, once again, you get to the hope of warm, beautiful sunshine.
Thank you, Dillinger. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page, YouTube channel, and WCRD 91.3.
And for news anytime, anywhere, just go to cardinalmediabsu.com. Have a great night and stay safe.